EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Sentinels of London. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And Walker once more. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The kick by Elliott is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yeah.
Maybe that extra you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. Now 2nd and 9. Hurts. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now they're in the hurry up. Throwing is Hurts. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Sentinels' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Now Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Chase Claypool. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He completes this to Walker. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Hey, 73.
Here's Hurts to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here's Walker. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Sentinels are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Locates. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Walker. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Saunders. And he'll get about 3 up past the 20. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away.
losing possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ken Walker, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really... And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trying the left side with Walker. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Walker is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They run again with Walker. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Sentinels are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Straight ahead, Walker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Sentinels are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing is Hurts. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Hey, 43, 15. 15, yellow. 15. Easy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Hardman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Mahomes. Complete. Richardson has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Breaks a tackle. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Detroit. Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Lions 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here, and they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth. Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Walker, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Hurts will throw. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams,